Hey Gemini, thank you guys for being here. This is your general reading. So, with all general readings, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I like to say if your sun doesn't resonate, check your moon, rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus. I just noticed that different readers get different uh, placements for me in their general readings. So, I'm doing that thing again where I'm doing all the signs, and then in a couple of weeks, I'll do a bonus reading for the sign that gets the most likes and or comments. So, if you like this video, if you enjoyed it, please let me know, and then you'll have a chance to get an extra reading, a bonus reading. So anyway, we're going to be doing a Celtic Cross in here, and then we'll end up going towards advice at the end. I'm going to add advice at the end. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, Gemini, so for the current situation, you have the Magician. That's a Gemini and Virgo card because it's a Mercury card. Anyway, could have been dealing with that, and that's you as well. So anyway, so right now I just kind of see you trying to manifest something new, trying to find your inspiration, trying to figure out what it is that you want, what you want to do, or you know what you want and you're trying to bring it in. So let's move on to the next position. So we have the Empress, which is a Venus card, Taurus or Libra in the challenging position. It can also, so the Empress can talk about creation. So it's kind of like you have all these ideas in your head, but what do you actually want to create? And or how do you create them? It's trying to figure out how to get these ideas out of your head and into action, basically. So as far as the influences or what drives you, we have the Two of Swords. So it's like you want to cut off all outside influences and just go within your mind and just think about it. Just try to understand all angles, all choices, and all perspectives, right? Which is very Gemini, it just sounds like you. But at the same time, I kind of see this, I heard analysis paralysis. Like, that's good, but at the other end of the spectrum, you could end up putting yourself into that analysis paralysis by being in this energy like too much, like trying to find the right choice a little too much. So with the past, we have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy again. You could, in the past, you could have like talked to someone that you really deem worthy of having this conversation with, of like being a worthy influence, basically. Maybe a therapist, maybe just someone that you just respected, or you just have a tendency to try to figure this all out by yourself and try to find the solution by yourself, isolate, and then whenever you're ready, you move forward on your own journey. As far as the goals, with the Ace of Swords, it's just understanding everything. Kind of like here, where you were wanting to understand all perspectives. It's just to have that clarity, to know that what you're doing is like the right choice, what you want to do, what is best for you, kind of. This has air energy, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So near future, you have the Eight of Swords. You may be missing opportunities because of that state of analysis paralysis, maybe having a little fear, maybe anxiety getting the best of you, just kind of being like, you may be presented with an opportunity and then just kind of not taking it because you're overwhelmed or too anxious to really commit to it or get into it. So the approach you're currently taking, I just kind of see this Nine of Swords energy. So, well, it is Nine of Swords, but this energy of being defeated, and so you're more cautious with your approach, and that could be where all this anxiety is coming from. You feel defeated, so you're just like, I don't want this anymore. And that's really what you're focused on. You're not really focused on victory, you're focused on not failing. Okay, so let's go on. Okay, and the outer influences, whether this is true or perceived, you feel like you're fighting constantly with the outer influences, like everyone's against you, and that could be this energy. And I am saying whether it's perceived or true, just because of this blindfolded anxiety, right? Like, you may not have the clarity of this situation, you may not have all the knowledge, that you need right now because you're really up in your head right now. So hopes and fears. It's funny because if you have Aries in your chart, the world was their current situation. But with this being in the hopes and fears, I just kind of see this as like you're fearing making the wrong decision in the new start, kind of like I've been saying. Um, in this, like you really want to make the right decision, but the hope is that like you learn all the lessons that you needed to from your past experiences, you carry that forward, and you start a new journey that you really enjoy. So with the final outcome, we have the 5 of Coins. So that being like feeling shut out in the cold, like you may end up being a little too independent here, like and shutting everyone out, and then you just shut yourself out through those actions, right? And that's also kind of speaking to me of like, if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for it. Like, don't be afraid to find a healthy support system for yourself. Or if this could also be talking about you helping other people in need. But I'm kind of leaning towards my first version. So let's get advice. This is an outcome for current energy. This isn't set in stone. You can change this. So just because I said you're going to be out in the cold doesn't mean you can't do anything about it. That's kind of why the advice is going to come out, right? I just realized I forgot to say signs. So with the world, that's Capricorn and Aquarius because the world is a Saturn card. So you could have been dealing with that. Could have it in your chart. I think I said everyone else. Okay, I kind of said it, but in the advice we have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. Sorry, I wanted to say the Three of Cups with the Three of Pentacles, and the Strength card. That's a Leo card. You could have it in your chart, don't have to, but it's just kind of like don't force a situation to work, right? That's kind of one of the lessons you may have learned here. Don't force a situation to work. It either works with you or it works against you. Maybe not against you, but maybe it just doesn't work with you, doesn't work for you, type of thing. And don't force it because the situations you want to be in, the situations that you want to find are gonna flow, right? That's not to say there won't be any work put in, but it's not gonna feel like you're drowning all the time. So you should be celebrating with friends, and you may need to work together with someone, have a little bit of collaboration. Yes, maybe trust them, because like I said, this you should be in situations that are beneficial to you, right? Like that aren't putting you down, that aren't damaging you, that make you feel strong, that make you feel secure, that make you want to celebrate. This could be surrounded by friends, making sure that you strengthen these bonds during these times, or some sort of partners if this is a project that you're wanting to take on. I didn't get clear on because there's a lot of air energy here, a lot of swords, and there's a little bit of friction here. So there is just this. Who knows what this could be for? It could be for different things for different people. Whatever endeavors that you're wanting to go on, be it relationships, business, whatever it is for you, however this relates. So hopefully this helps you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.